You paid $8 for a jar of Italian tomato sauce. It was made in Pennsylvania. The Italian flag on the label was a costume. California consumers just sued Cento Fine Foods for what they're calling, and I love this phrase, tomato fraud. Their allegation, products labeled as premium San Marzano tomatoes, the gold standard of Italian cooking, are not actually San Marzano. Not even close. Cento is one of the most recognizable Italian food brands in American grocery stores. The red cans, the green and white flag, San and Marzano splashed across the front like a promise. That promise, according to this lawsuit, is a lie. San Marzano tomatoes come from a specific volcanic soil region near Mount Vesuvius. Protected designation of origin, meaning legally, if it says San Marzano, it has to come from there. The real stuff is expensive because it's genuinely rare and genuinely better. Cento has been selling this stuff for years. Major retailers, warehouse clubs, gourmet grocery chains. People paid premium prices, often twice what a regular can cost, specifically for the authenticity. The lawsuit says that authenticity didn't exist. And this isn't new. This is how the premium Italian food industry has worked for a long time. Olive oil, Parmesan, balsamic vinegar, honey. Studies have found widespread fraud across all of them. A 2016 UC Davis study tested extra virgin olive oils and found 73% of samples labeled as premium failed to meet the standard. The FDA knows. They're underfunded. They catch maybe 1% of this stuff. So who pays? You do. Every time you paid $8 for the jar with the Italian flag, you were paying for a story, not a product. And the honest farmers in Italy doing it the right way get undercut by people printing flags on Pennsylvania tomato paste. This is what food fraud looks like. It's not a mistake. It's a business model. $30 billion a year. That's how big food fraud is, according to industry researchers. Olive oil, honey, Parmesan, vanilla, fish, and tomatoes. When companies fake labels, they're not just lying to you. They're stealing from the honest farmers who did it the right way. Every fraudulent can sold puts a real Italian farmer one sale closer to going out of business. And you paid a premium price for a counterfeit. This is the food system working exactly as designed. Charge for authenticity, deliver a substitute, pocket the difference, repeat until caught. I'm going to lose it. I need to go off on this.
San Marzano commands roughly 3 times the price of regular tomatoes. You think a company looked at that margin and said, "Nah, we'll just use the cheap stuff. I'm sure nobody will notice." They noticed. They noticed and they did the math. How many jars? How many years? How many people would never know the difference? And the answer, apparently, was all of them, for a very long time. And this is the part that breaks my brain. This is not new. Olive oil. 92% of bottles labeled extra virgin olive oil in one major study contained refined oil, not extra virgin. Vanilla. Most vanilla flavor comes from petroleum derivatives, not actual vanilla beans. Fish. NOAA found mislabeling in up to 26% of species tested. Over 90% of fish called red snapper wasn't snapper at all. And every single time, the defense is the same. We didn't know. It was our supplier. We're cooperating. Then they pay a fine that's maybe 3% of what they made selling the lie. They change the label for 6 months, and they go right back to it. That is the system working exactly as designed. Steal from honest farmers, lie to consumers, pay a small fine every few years, and keep the rest. That is the food fraud business model, and it has been working for decades. The farmer in Italy who paid for the real San Marzano seeds, the real volcanic soil, the real certifications, he is competing against a company that printed a flag on a can and called it good enough. And you paid $8 for that can, and the farmer got nothing, and the fraudster got everything.
Real Italian farmers. Real Italian farmers. Authentic products. Honest prices. Like and subscribe to find out who makes the Otter angry next.
No actual Italian tomatoes were harmed in the making of this video. The angry otter is not a food safety inspector, FDA agent, or licensed tomato grader. Side effects of watching this channel may include checking the fine print on your pantry, newfound suspicion of all Italian flags, and an overwhelming urge to subscribe.